Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633 back with another Transformers review. This time we're going to take a look at the Transformers Premier Edition Voyager class Megatron from the Last Night toy line. Now, in terms of Megatron, I wasn't really too fond of the Megatron designs. I was okay with the Galvatron design, but I really just didn't really like the design aspects of Megatron in the movieverse until now. I really think he looks really nice as this knight-like armor design, and even looking at him originally when we first saw the head sculpt of him, I think he's going to turn out pretty nicely, and the toy itself is actually really well made in overall aspects. The QC is really well done on this toy, and the transformation, while it's a little bit problematic at times, it's still very easy to get to from one mode to from the other, and he looks nice in both of his modes, with very minimal kibble actually in both of them. So I think Hasbro did a pretty good job in the overall design aspects for this particular version of Megatron. Before anything else, we're going to take a look at the box. The box is in the standard Voyager class scale. It has a picture of Megatron there. On the back, it says that he transfers in 22 steps, and it has a little bio for the character as well. Now, we're going to take a look at the figure itself. As a comparison, here is Megatron compared to his look from Dark of the Moon, which was the last time he was Megatron. It is nice to see that the Voyagers went back a little bit towards the standard scale that we've seen, since Dark of the Moon had a lot of problems with the toys being a lot shorter than the norm. So that's nice. And here he is next to Galvatron, which is unfortunately not explained in the film whatsoever how he changed between the two designs. Once again, this toy is a little bit shorter since it was still going towards the time where figures were being a little bit shorter in design. But it's nice that they upped the scale just a tad bit. Now we're going to take a look at the articulation points. The articulation's really good, actually, overall. The head is on a ball joint, but in the way that it's designed, it works more like a swivel, since there isn't a whole lot of movement you're going to get there. He does have swivels at the shoulders, and has an hour movement in the shoulder pads to allow less restrictions, so that's really nice. He does have swivels at the biceps, a single elbow joint, and hand can pivot a bit due to transformation. He does not have any waist articulation, but the little armor pieces are articulated with pretty decent movement, so you can get them out of the way to help with the hips. As you can see, it doesn't hinder the hip articulation, so that's nice. And he does have forward movement in the legs. He does have swivels at the thighs, single jointed knees, and feet can pivot in two areas. A little bit backwards due to transformation, and left and right, once again, due to transformation. So, now we're going to quickly go on to the transformation. And now we have Megatron in his jet mode. In terms of jet mode, I think this is the best looking jet in terms of Megatron in the live action Transformers movieverse, since it actually does look somewhat resemble a realistic jet, unlike some of the other designs that he's gotten over time. He does have a few parts of kibble with his hands being exposed, but it's nice that the legs are able to fold in so that they make it look more towards the design of the Cybertronian wings rather than just being full on out exposed. It's nice that you can actually turn the head so that you can actually keep that hidden as well, but that's pretty much it for the jet mode on its own. It does not have any landing gear for it, I could tell, but that's fine since it stays nicely on display on the table if you wish to. You can take the sword end, plug it up here if you wish to, and at least it looks nice even when attached. So I think Hasbro did a pretty good job designing the jet mode for this particular version of Megatron. In conclusion, even if you have other versions of Megatron, in my opinion, I think this is definitely a worthwhile pickup. The overall design in both the jet mode and the robot mode are really well done, and especially when transferring it back from jet mode to robot mode, a lot of the parts spin around and actually form around the body to become parts of the armor, and I think that's the best aspect of this version of Megatron that none of the other Megatrons really did properly, so it's nice to actually see that implemented onto this toy. I didn't really mention much about the sword, but I think the sword is actually really well made, and although it does have a lot of detailing, it doesn't have much paint, but I really think that really goes towards the design in general, since the movieverse characters don't have the most dramatic of colors. But for this particular version of the character, I think Hasbro did a fantastic job transitioning it to toy form, and it's definitely worth the price, even at the $30 price point, since in overall aspect, this is one of my favorite Megatron toys from the live-action verse that they've ever made. So that's really nice to actually see the latest version of the character ended up becoming one of the best versions of the character in general. I got this at Hasbro Toy Shop, along with Hound, which we'll look at next. But for now, please comment and subscribe, and check out Hero Club and Hero Taku. Also check Return to Darkon 633, and don't forget to check down the other channels down below. Please check the little bell at the bottom of the screen to see my content go up as soon as possible. And back with more Transformers reviews. For now, I'll be seeing you later, YouTube. Bye.